Alrighty, and the basement. So I'm starting us off here, right next to the stairs in the basement. We're gonna head into the mechanical room. And like I said, and we'll probably continue to say throughout these videos, we will go through most of this stuff, I mean basically all of it, on the next walks as well, so no need to kind of remember all this time. It's just we like to kind of give folks kind of a primer on this pre-drywall inspection. So first thing is your water heater. It's a 50-gallon water heater. One of the kind of cool things about it is that no longer do we use standing pilot lights on the water heaters. Now we use this electronic igniter system. So no longer is there a risk of a windy day blowing out the pilot light and then all of a sudden your water heater isn't functioning. It's electronically sparked and everything. So it's kind of a hands-free system now, which is nice. We have the recirculation pump here, making sure that there's always hot water at all the different faucets and showers and all that stuff at all times. This is your water main. So kind of a couple of things to keep in mind about this. Here's the water meter, and then on both sides, both ends of the water meter, below and above, are the places where we can turn off the water into the home. There's just two in case the water meter ever needs to be updated, installed with a new one installed if the city designs and has new meters that they want folks to install. So there's just those two valves just in case the city ever wants us to get new meters. This is an expansion tank. So pretty cool little feature here. If you've been in an older home where you turn on the faucets and then you hear that kind of clunk, that bang behind the wall of the pressure hitting the plumbing lines behind the wall, this tank gives that pressure a place to go. So no longer do you hear that kind of banging, jarring sound behind the wall when you turn on the water at the faucets or at the showers and tubs. This is the split off for the sprinkler system. So this is the valve where you can turn off the water, if we're going into wintertime or coming out of wintertime and we're turning off or on the water to the sprinkler system. That's where we can turn on and off that water, as well as this little valve cover here. You can untwist that and purge your sprinkler system of the water in it. So that's kind of the long and short of the water stuff there. Here is your furnace. Again, we'll go over this stuff more on the next walk, but just something to keep in mind about this furnace. It runs at 96.5% efficiency. So because of that, we do suggest, and so does the manufacturer, that you use the cheapest and flimsiest and thinnest filters you can get and just replace those every 30 days. The system runs at such a high efficiency that when we have those thicker filters that really constrict the amount of airflow that we can get through the furnace, that causes the mechanical components of the furnace to have to work harder than they're designed to do. But with that high efficiency, you're using less gas, you're using less power, you're getting better conditioning in your home. So we just kind of suggest we meet that the system in the middle, so to speak, and just using the thin, cheap, flimsy filters and just replacing them every 30 days. This box up here is what's called the whole house ventilation system. So this is new building codes. The reason for it is that building codes, builder practices, and building materials have gotten so good and so efficient and so good at what they do that homes are actually now built too tight. They're not allowing enough air to come from the inside of the home, enough fresh air to go from the outside of the home to the inside of the home, and enough of the sort of used air to go from the inside of the home to the outside of the home. So now we have this intake system here, this whole house ventilation system installed that pulls in fresh air from the outside and feeds it through the ventilation system throughout your home. There's also a outflow fan in the laundry room upstairs. So this system is pulling in fresh air. The system in the laundry room is purging out the air from the inside of the home. So new building code there. Here on the other side of the mechanical room is the low volt box. So this is kind of cool. They do mark on all of the wires. It's a little too dark for me to show you, but those black lines there are actually writing of which room these lines are heading to. Same thing with the Ethernet lines. So you won't have to play kind of trial and error to try to figure out which lines are going where when you're setting up your cable, system and your internet system throughout your home. So it'll save you some time and some frustration. So now I'm just going to take us through the basement. Here is the basement bathroom. As you can see, the spot for the toilet there, as well as the water line for the toilet kind of sticking out of the wall there. And then the sink. And then you can, the light there, as well as the fan. The rec room, and two different things specifically that you folks chose for your rec room. The first being the 5 speakers in the ceiling. So that's going to be these blue boxes that you see. Those 2, this 1, and then these additional 2 back there, those little blue boxes up top. So your speakers are pre-wired there. And then we also have the Ethernet, cable line ran there. That's kind of the outlet Ethernet combo. So that's installed. Heading back to the back of the basement here to the bedroom with its massive closet. Yeah, really big basement bedroom here. Just take you back out to the rec room, kind of the other way. Show you what that feels like. Yeah, so that is kind of the long and short of the basement here. And in the next video, I'll be taking us to the upper level.